Hi everyone, welcome back and thanks for joining me. This is Jana with Purple Girl Crafts. Today I'm going to show you how to make this swinging lion card. As you can see, he goes back and forth and he's just hanging there and he's got some hearts above him. This is only done with a bride and a penny. So I'm not going to do the normal scoreboard. This is just a couple base pieces. So your first piece is going to be your card, and this is going to be 10 by 7, and then just fold that in half. Then we'll need two pieces, and these are 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. And they will go on the top of the card. So just on the front there, and then one on the inside. And then you'll need one piece, and I did a patterned paper, and this one's going to be 6 1/2 by 4 1/2, and that's just to add some color to the front of the card. And we'll secure that in a little bit. Then our piece, this is going to be the lion that's on the front. So he's going to sit just on the front of the card, and then his body is going to be behind swinging. So this is where we're going to measure where we want this. And so I want to put it so it's not too high up. And you also want to make sure the branch is not too far from his body, because then his body looks longer from the way I drew it. So if you put that rounded part so it's right underneath his head and just a little bit lower, it'll look perfect. So once you have it where you want it, I'm just going to take a pencil and draw my pencil just around the top of that, just so I know where I want it to be. And then we're going to take, and I'm just going to use a poker, and I'm just going to poke a hole right in the middle, just so where I can put a brad. So you don't have to really get any precise measurement. So just poke that through. I'm just going to make it just a little bit bigger. I'm just going to kind of swirl that around just to kind of stretch out that hole just a little bit. Then I'm going to lay this little guy right on top of him. Once you get it lined up, just flip it over. And I'm just going to use my pencil just to put a mark so I know where I want him to sit. And then you're going to poke a hole through the body of this lion. And when you get this, it'll be in 3 pieces. His head is separate. I already glued it to the tree branch, but it'll be the head, the branch, and then the body. All right, so we're going to put just a brad, or first we're going to put a penny on the back here. And I'm just going to use some red double-sided tape. And this is just the weight to make him move back and forth. So I'm just going to put one piece on and then cut it. And if it sticks over the edge after you cut it, you can just tuck those in. And then I'm going to remove that top piece. I can get this to get off of there. And then we're going to do the opposite direction just to give it just a little bit more. And again, I'm just going to cut it. And if I get it too long, I'll just tuck those in once I pull off that top layer of that plastic. And then you want to put it at the bottom on the opposite side where you put that little hole and just stick it on there. All right, now we're going to do the brad. And I'm just going to use one of these flower brads again because they're not as thick, and so they kind of lay flat. And then I'm just going to poke it through that first piece. Oops. And then we're going to put it on the back of the cardstock. And then just flip that over, and then you're just going to open up that brad. And I like to take my poker, put it in there, and then just kind of push down on the very end of that just to give it like a curved end so it's not too flat, because you don't want to flatten this all the way so it's got just a little bit of room to move. So I'm just pushing that down just a little bit. And then as you can see, he'll move freely back and forth. Now this piece, next piece is where this is going to sit on the top. So but we need to put some foam tape on here. So I'm just using foam squares that I got. And these are a little bit too thick, so I'm just going to cut them in half. And if they're also too long, then you can just cut them again. And when you put this on here, you want to make sure that you don't go too far so that they don't get in the way of him swinging. So I'm just kind of laying this upside down just so I can see. I'm going to put one on the end. And I'm not going to let it go all that way, so I'm just going to cut just a little piece off. And then we're going to put the next piece on. Again, I want to stay clear of where his head's going to swing, or his body's going to swing underneath his head. So I'm going to put that out just a little bit. And then I'll put just a couple bit more on the end of the branch. And again, if you get them too long, you can just cut a little piece off because this branch on the top is not too wide, but I do want a piece on there. So I'm just going to take this and just put it right on that little edge. So I don't want it sticking out. And then we'll do one more. If I can get this off of there, geez. Right there. Okay. And then you want to remove the backing of that tape. And again, when you put this on, you want to make sure now that you don't get it too high. Make sure it's still swinging. You don't want to get it too high up. So you want to make sure it's right underneath so that his body doesn't look too long. So I'm just going to hold this so I can see better. So if you go up too high, then his body looks too long. So I want to make sure I go just a little bit further down. And then just press that down. Now that branch might get in the way a little bit, but he still swings if you don't swing him too far. If you really swing him hard, he's going to get caught on the branch, but he'll be okay. And then I noticed that this was sticking out, so I'm just going to cut the branch off on the one side. Now yours is going to be longer, so you will have room to cut it afterwards. The branch is pretty big, and on the image that I will put in the folder, so that you have a little bit of room in case you want to make your card a little bit smaller or wider. It will work fine. You can just trim it down as needed. Okay, so we're going to secure this to the top of the card. Now I'm going to put these thinner foam pieces. Now these aren't as wide as the pieces I just used, and I just want to put them just around where that little brad's going to go, just to keep the paper from touching the other side of the back piece. So I'm just going to put these down, just a couple, just to give it just a little bit of height. And then we're going to secure this to the card right here. So I remove all those back pieces. I don't think a poker will work on these because they're not thick, so I'm just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Just pick all of these off. And then we'll just secure this down to the light blue piece. Turn it so I can see it just a little bit better. All right. Next, we're going to do some hearts. So I just have that same Martha Stewart discontinued die. I really like this die cut or the punch because it just has so many varieties. It's got the two sizes on it, so it just works really well on cards. So I'm just using that glue pen that I have. I will put that in the description box. All supplies are in the description box. And then I'm just going to glue these down. I'm just going to do 3 on the front of the card. I'm going to do 2 of the bigger ones and then 1 of the smaller one. And then I want to do a sentiment, but we'll do that in a minute. We're going to glue this down. So we're going to glue this to the front. And I'm just going to use my quick dry glue. So I already put glue on the back of this. And then just make sure that is centered on the card. And then I'm just going to open this up and just use my bond folder just to push those edges out, just to make sure it's secure. And you can see he swings really good, right? And then for the inside of the card, we're going to put this other piece on here and just make sure that is lined up and centered on the card. And again, just use that bond folder. All right, now for the front, I'm going to use stamps. I'm going to use a love you on the very front. So I'm just going to stamp this right here at the bottom. If you had a bigger sentiment, you can do any kind of sentiment on here. You could do miss you, you could do thinking of you. There's just so much you could do on this. So I'm going to put this right at the bottom here. I'll put the link to these stamps also in the description box. And then make sure when you open that, you don't get his foot caught and bend him. And then on the inside, I'm going to do XOXO. And I'm just going to do that just right in the top and the center. And as I'm stamping this, I realize I just did OXOX. Oh, well. Same message, just upside down, right? Right. Okay. So then we're going to add some more hearts on the inside. So I'm just using that glue pen again. And I'm just going to put just a little bit of glue on there and then just secure down just a couple of the red hearts. All right, and that is it. This is a very quick and easy card. All it takes is a brad and just the image, and I will be sharing that. So I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Until next time, happy crafting. Check out your January folder for this adorable hanging lion. Bye-bye.